What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, bringing you Splinterlands content every single day. We also stream right here in this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday morning, so come by and say hello. All right, guys, for the first time, the craziest thing happened, and that is I hit Champ 3 with 10 days left to go in the season. Now, you can see that I have actually dropped back down. I and my bot have had a nice string of losses, but we did reach champ for the first time, like with 10 days, like in the first third of the season, we'll call it, right? There's 15 days in the season, and when I woke up this morning, I was sitting in champ 3, which was crazy to me. So I didn't think much of it outside of the fact that, like, okay, well, you know, maybe I had a nice string of runs and I was playing some games, Bot was playing some games, and we made it up faster than usual. And then I get a message from Darkest Night saying that he's already hit Champ 1, something that he doesn't do this early in the season either, which led me down the rabbit hole, or the theory, I guess, which I'm sharing with you. And I'm curious to get your feedback so far for those of you who are still playing in Modern, but with the massive amount of accounts and battles being played in Wild now, and we saw that migration happen. You can see here, this is Peak Monsters, right? I talked about this in a previous video. You can see that, you know, we're doing like only a third of all battles now in Modern format. This shifted just a couple of days ago, or maybe about a week ago at this point. I'm wondering if many players who have botted accounts like mine and who've already realized that, hey, I'm not gonna start playing the game. Let me just go ahead and push my Archmage or my Xbot or a Splintermate. Let me just push that over to Wild now and get started and get ready for it and see what it's like. I'm guessing that might have happened already. So if that is the case, that could give us a potential preview into what things look like. Although it's kind of counterintuitive, because you would think that if there's more accounts in the mix, then ratings inflation happens much easier and much faster. But as you can tell from the past 5 days at least, and you know, this doesn't even include today's data, the ratings inflation, well, at least the number of battles, are down significantly from where they used to be. And that's been like pretty much this entire season if we look back at the beginning of the season. So the theory that I guess I'm coming up with now is, at this point, why did I reach Champion 3 so fast? How did Darkest Night reach Champion 1 super fast? I'm guessing that you probably had a lot of the accounts go over to the other side, which meant that you might have had some of the underpowered accounts that are still playing, right, trying to stretch at the higher levels, remain, and therefore, I don't know, I guess I was able to beat them out in Diamond and make it up into Champ 3. Darkest Night was able to do the same thing in Champ 1. But again, these are just 2 data points. This is anecdotal evidence, right, at this point. And so that's kind of why I'm making the video, because I'm curious to see, for those of you who are playing in Modern, probably I'll even include Gold in this, right? Gold and above, Gold, Diamond, and Champ. What has been your experience so far? Because it's actually somewhat shocking to me to have hit champ this early. And granted, yes, I did fall back down, but at this point, like, you know, I'm guaranteed to get champ chest for next season. I'm going to be playing in high diamond at the very least, and you can see that my multiplier is still very friendly with that. But ultimately, I'm feeling pretty solid about it. So I'm curious to know, what has your experience been so far this season? And keep in mind that not just, like, you know, it's in 4 days from now that we're going to get the Pro Human League. So it's going to be within this season as well. And if you think about it, it's going to change for the last third of the season. We're going to get this in a little under 4 days at this point, or about 4 days at this point. And so that should leave the remaining 5.5 days of the season for us to really figure out where things are at. And so I'm not going to look at the end of this season and try to make any, you know, rash judgments on it, just because I think it's going to shake things up completely. And I do expect there to be potentially some match liquidity issues. But ultimately, I guess it's good for me to reach Champion 3 so far. So let me know your thoughts. I'll keep this shorter rather than me just rambling on for as long as I can. But I'm curious to know, what has been your experience so far this season. Again, I wasn't going to think much about it until Darkest Night messaged me saying that he had run into something similar. So here I am now trying to think that there might be an opportunity for me to make a run over the next couple of days and actually try to dive as far into Champion as possible, just before we get into the whole clearing out of a lot of the automated play that happens in Modern format, which happens on July 25th, so next Tuesday. But that is all I have. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I will catch you all in the next video and see you around the game. Take care.